I I pressed the recording button. So hey guys, uh, um, it's been a while, hasn't it? So I'm gonna title this video "I'm Back," Part Dos Do. I forgot how to say it in Japanese and any other languages, but that's besides the point. So since the last time I recorded one of these videos, like talking about myself and being very introspective. Um, a lot of the same thoughts that I had back then are still in place. However, they've changed. What do I mean by this? So, like when I was talking about how people or whatever don't respect me, that's not true. Sorry, I'm still kind of sick. That's not true. Or it is true. I don't know. I should have probably written my thoughts down, but I wanted to make this as authentic as possible because um, I want my brand to be authenticity and saying stuff as it is. So let's just ramble on for a little bit so you guys can know what's been going on in my life. So spoke to my mom the other day, and she was telling me that she was watching the other I'm Back video, and that made me really happy and kind of cringy at the same time. But the cringe mainly came from me being like insecure, but then the happiness came from wow, I made something and it didn't go to waste. Like someone actually watched it or it actually impacted someone, no matter how small it is, which is kind of what I'm trying to get back into the habit of thinking because I realized ever since I came to America, I just wanted to make videos to get like the most subscribers, the most views, the most, because that's American culture. We're in America, we're greedy as shit. Like we want it all. And that's a good and a bad thing. It's a bad thing to want it all when it's unhealthy, but it's a good thing to want it all for motivation or something that'll actually push you to do better, not want it all and be greedy, want it all for the sense of adventure, I guess. And yeah, you can tell the difference between this video and the last video. The last video, I was like me mugging the whole time, but this time I'm actually smiling and stuff. Because frankly, I'm a lot happier. And I realized that a lot of the things that made me unhappy was just me making myself unhappy, which is something that a lot of people don't come to terms with or like realize within themselves that a lot of the emotions you feel stem directly from you. And I know this might sound stupid or like obvious to some or a lot or okay, let me rephrase that. What I just said about how you feel is completely dependent on you. Everybody knows that when they're talking about other people, but nobody thinks that way to themselves. Best way I can okay, what do I mean by that? So, I forgot who this guru or mm, don't want to be racist, but yoga person, yoga? No, meditation person. He was saying that um your nose can smell somebody's else's bad breath, but it won't smell your own bad breath even though it's right next to it. Which basically means you can see the flaws in other people, but it's harder to see the flaws in yourself. And I think that's the first step I took to actually becoming happier because everybody wants to be perfect, but I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. And this is something that we all know when we're talking about other people, but about ourselves. You're not fucking perfect. You're never going to fucking be perfect. And if you really think about it, being perfect is fucking overrated. And you're probably sitting there wondering, oh, why did he curse? Oh, I thought this was going to be a nice video. He's going to go be all introspective and stuff and be nice. Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm mainly doing this to be spiteful to my mom because my mom was talking to me and she was like saying, oh, yeah, my grandma, Your grandma wants to watch your videos and like send it on Facebook, but she doesn't like how you curse. So yeah. I'm just shooting myself in the foot, but it's funny. Being spiteful is funny until it bites you in the ass. But who cares? But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, a lot of people want to be perfect, but they're not going to be perfect. And the more you try to search for something, the harder it is to find. Like, you ever lose something as a kid? Like, you lost a pencil, or like okay, that's too small. Let's say you lose your phone, right? You put it somewhere randomly, either searching and searching and searching and searching. You just keep searching for it and you can't find it. But then when you stop looking for it and you like calm down and do something else, that's when you stumble upon it. That fucking that applies to a lot of things in life, like love, or like other people, or like happiness, or like just that applies to so many things. Like, if you keep searching for happiness and like doing everything, like freaking put it in the hours, freaking um just overexerting yourself, you're not gonna find it. You gotta let it come to you. Same thing with love. If you keep searching, dating, just going from one person to the next, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be the one. Oh, this is gonna be the one. Oh, this is gonna be the one. You're not gonna fucking find it. You're just gonna get fucking used. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm not sorry. It's the truth. If you keep searching for something to that degree, it's unhealthy, and you're just gonna end up being used. Same thing with wanting to be happy. You make all these friend groups. You do drugs. You drink alcohol. You do stuff that everybody else wants to do, but you don't want to do it. You're not gonna be happy. You're just gonna fuck yourself over. And another thing that a lot of people don't understand: getting intoxicated or inebriated is a sign that you're not happy with yourself. Like, you know how they talk about being high on life? That's what we should strive for, being high on life. Like, why is it okay for us to judge one another when we do stupid shit on a regular basis? Like, this is for my friend Alex. Like, riding a freaking bicycle inside your workplace. Like, you're happy. You're doing stupid stuff that's happy. That makes you happy. You're not putting yourself in danger. You're not putting anyone in danger. And the same people who will judge you for doing stupid stuff like that are the same people who are freaking snorting coke, smoking weed, drinking freaking bottles of vodka, and then waking up the next day being self-loathing and being fucking lonely pieces of shit. But then if you ever bring up that they're sad, lonely sacks of shit, they're just gonna be like, well, I have more money than you. It's like, okay, you have more money. I have more happiness, bitch. Money can't buy happiness, but happiness can buy money. Think think about that. But yeah, this video is past the 8 minute mark. Yay, I'm gonna make no money. Make money. I don't know. What's another thing? So, oh, this is a thing that I came to conclude. I was literally talking to myself in the kitchen. I've been talking to myself a lot more, which I should probably go to therapy. No, therapy's gonna make it too easy. See, shit like that. Like, I'm so much happier now. Before, I thought I basically fell into the same trap that everybody's in, where you have to get a lot of something good to be happy, or a lot of something good for stuff to be good. And let me get into that. What do I mean? So, money. You get a lot of money, and then you think having a lot of money is gonna make you happy, but no. Hey, getting a lot of money is gonna make you more stressed out. You know why? Because you have a lot of it. Like, why is it that there are some people who have so much money to the point that they have to spend the money to feel something, when there's other people who have jack shit but they're happy? Like, you should have enough to make you happy, but you shouldn't make it so the amount is the reason why you're happy. You should make Okay, I'm talking in circles. This is what I meant to say. All right. If you're not happy now, you're not going to be happy later. Find your happiness now where you're at. So no matter how much you gain in life or how much you lose in life, you're still happy. Because let's say, entrepreneur, I'm unhappy. I don't have enough money to start my business. You're unhappy and shit. Then you get the money. You're like, oh, I'm not happy with the amount of money I got, but at least I can start my business. That's gonna make you be in a constant cycle of needing more to be happy. Find your happiness now. Because if you don't find it now, you're not gonna find it later. And when you do find it later, it's gonna be too late. So yeah. And the same thing with your emotions. Emotion. People want to be happy. People want positivity. However, life doesn't work like that. You need bad things in your life so you can enjoy the good things even more. Because if you only have good things in your life, or if you only spread positivity, or not spread, always spread positivity, spread, don't spread negativity, spread positivity, but do not shun negativity. Try to understand it. I'll get into that probably never. That was a fleeting thought. But like, I was watching a video talking about shadow selves and how people put on these masks, being positive, being happy and stuff. But then when they're that's only during the day, but then when it's nighttime or like when they're alone, they're unhappy and they think of the most vile, disgusting shit, and then they're like the worst people. Yeah, don't be like that. You should be a multifaceted person. If you are happy, show that you're happy. If you're sad, don't try to hide your sadness and look like you're happy, because that's just gonna, the sadness is still gonna come. It's still gonna come. And that's that's something that I learned specifically from something I did last year, which I'm still biting my tongue about not getting into. But I basically got took a reset button last year, and I didn't fully reboot until now. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, think about it this way: if you're happy, right, and you have this here, and then you have a sad thought, but instead of making the sad thought come out, you push it down. And there's another sad thought, and then it keeps building. But no, this is happiness right here. But no, the sad thoughts are gonna, or the bad thoughts, not sad, just gonna keep piling up. And then you're trying to be happy, but then after a while, it's just you trying to fight back the sadness. Don't do that. That is not healthy. We're humans. We have multiple emotions, and you should express every single one of them, no matter how bad it is. You should express it. You should find a productive way to express it. Don't go fucking making goddamn engravings on your arms and stuff with freaking razor blades. That's not healthy. But like, if you're angry, go work out. Go fucking work out. If you're happy, do something that makes you happy. But the stuff that you do when you're happy, it should be stuff that will benefit you in the future. So just because you're happy don't doesn't mean, oh, okay, let's celebrate, let's go drink. You're gonna wake up the next day hungover and shit, and then your happiness basically was very short lived. So by that, I'm basically saying don't indulge in instant gratification, because if it gratifies you instantly, it I don't know where I was going with that, but basically, instant gratification is bullshit. Gratification is good. You should just be at a you should be at a balance where if something good happens, you're happy. If something bad happens, you're sad. You shouldn't be at a place where something good happens, you're really happy, or you're like really fucking happy, and when something bad happens, you're really fucking sad. Or when something good happens, you're barely happy, but then when something bad happens, you like, no. You should be at a equilibrium where you respond healthily to things. And there was another thing that I wanted to go into. I feel like wait. Yeah, this is what I was going to talk about. So this is the new Kishan, or this is not the new Kishan. This is the Kishan that's been hiding this whole time. I'm going to talk about everything, like even stuff that I'm insecure about. So, when it comes onto your health, don't think of mental health, physical health, and spiritual health as separate things. They all coincide with each other. And some of you are probably going to be like, wow, I told you so. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck if you told me. I came to the conclusion on my own. Let me come to this fucking conclusion. But yeah, um, physical, mental, spiritual, whatever ill health all coincides with each other. It's like yin and yang. One has to exist with the other. You can't just focus on your mental health, but then your physical health is shit. because your mental health is gonna be shit too, or it's just gonna be mid at best. So what I came to notice is that a lot before I gained all this weight, though I wasn't happy, uh, me gaining all of this fat is a direct correlation with how much fat cells I have in my brain or with my thoughts, like feeling like shit. But then the more I'm losing it, the more I'm like, it's like a weight, literally weight is falling off my shoulders. So you should think of yourself like that, or you should think of like every facet of your health like that. So the fat you gain on the body, what is fat? So fat is just stored up energy that wasn't used, right? Let's put in the same thing with your mind. The fat in your mind would basically be thoughts that you don't work through or like think about, you like repress them. So the more energy you store in your body and not use, you get fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter until you can't move. Same thing with your head. The more thoughts that you repress, it gets to a point where you're mentally stuck in place. You should never do that to yourself. You should always express everything that goes through your head productively and healthily, and when the time is present. Surround yourself with people that will support you. And last thing I gotta say for this video, I know I'm gonna say that I'm gonna make something new. And I wrote down a lot of scripts, but me being the lazy piece of shit, it's probably gonna be a while. And also classes. But to send you all off, this is my message to you guys. Um, don't regardless of all the bad things that happen in your life, there's one thing you should strive to do is be better, not bitter. All right. I'll see y'all later. Come follow me on my streams, please. Twitch.tv/Kishiwishi13. Okay, bye guys.